Good morning everyone, welcome to my channel. As you know, we're doing a journal page swap. So I'm going to show you a couple I received that I was really happy about. I'm happy about all my journal page swaps actually. I've not been disappointed in any. There's lots of things you can do in a journal page swap. This one was from Mrs. Kelly Watson. How cute. Envelope. It just looks cute. With a note. And that's the coffee tea dye page. So she done it really neat and tidy. I'm neat and tidy. I find Kelly is really great at doing these swaps. It's a nice journaling card. Another journaling card. And when I dropped, which was another envelope, I think. Yep. It's just cute. It's a cute way of doing things. You've got a lot of journaling space. And this gives you an idea too, how you can actually start your signatures. A lot of us have a problem starting our signatures, so this journal page swap is a really good way of learning how to say signatures. I'm trying to get it in there. I'll fix it in a minute. So there's a beautiful journaling card. It's got words. It feels like she's doubled it up, which you can do. It's got some stamping. It's got little beads. It's got lace. Then it's got this, which is, I really love that. And that's some more journaling space. So you include your coffee dyed page. No, that's all that's to it. And that's a little baggie. And it's been well decorated. And it's got two sections to it, so you can see that's just a baggie. She has stenciled on it. She's put a little card there. She's done some hand sewing. And then there's this. Now, I've made this a few times now. I always call it the Kelly Watson popper because hers was the first time I seen it. And she stamped in there. And she just used a bit of decoration. And when you send a journaling page, you don't need to send a lot. That is beautiful as it is. But if you feel that's too light, I'll show you what you can send with a journal page swap. Now, you've got to remember a journal page swap is a monthly event. We normally run it so that, this is from another lady. And she's just put lots of little journaling cards. She's made a few. She has decorated it. She's put a serviette in there. Oops. She's put some paper for me for journaling. There's more stuff. There's a little envelope. And this is all much appreciated because this is probably stuff I haven't got. And just to see something like this is really great. And what she did, she's made a pocket there. She put a picture there. And then on the inside, she's made another little pocket, and she's of course signed it and dated it as her own. A couple of little gelling cards, and I'll show you how to do those bits and pieces. So, and she's got a heart. Isn't that gorgeous? So, and this is the thing, you know, you can dress your pages up as beautiful as you want. This has been sewn, so it's quite cute. So what we'll do, we're going to, they're nice papers. See, in their papers I haven't got, so it's nice to see stuff I haven't got to put in my stash. So, I've already sewn around this page. Oops, I'm losing stuff. So I've already sewn around it. Now I know I need to move here a little bit. So I've already sewn around it, and I'm going to have that as my front. So normally what I get is a 12 by 12 scrapbook paper. Now, because I don't want to destroy what's on there, I'll leave that alone. But what I'll do, I can I was going to double it up there, but I'm just doing a bit of thought here. I'm going to snip it there because I can, because I want to show you how to do a Kelly pocket. So what I'll do, I might use this right button for here because I quite like it. So what I would do, I would glue it down. See, I would have sewn this all at once, but because I wanted to show you how to start off a journal page, so what I did is basically measured my page, and normally our pages are there's the inches. They normally are 8 1/4. Oh, this rule has had its day, I think. That's to start there. So, 8 1/4 by 5 1/4. Something to that effect. I'll measure this when I'm done. Normally this is pretty accurate. So, we're going to do a Kelly Watson pocket. Because I really love the colour on this. Now, the folds are easy. You just fold in. I've already pre-cut it because I didn't want it too long. So normally what I do, and a lot of you know this technique, is to just simply cut that away so you don't have all that excess. With this I've got to be real careful because it's very frail. I'll give it a real good zapping in the microwave. I wanted to try another technique which one of our lovely members tried in the microwave, and that's a really good technique, spraying lots of water over powdered coffee. So I want a rounded punch. I'll just get a rounded punch. Excuse me. So yeah, normally I want a rounded punch because I like things a little bit uniformed. It won't need it there, and it won't need it there. So what I do is I just get a little bit of glue. Now normally I would have sewn around it, but I think it looks quite good like this. And I get my glue. Oh, I think it would be better. So what you do, you just glue So you've got a pocket up the top as well. Now normally I would have inked that, and I haven't, for the simple reason is it's got such beautiful colours already in it. And normally it's like a shirt. So I've turned it in a little bit, then I turn it in again. So this is the Kelly Watson pocket. I normally wait till it settles down a bit, because my lid gluing the little curl, that's it, not doing anything more with it, because I want it to retain its pocket. So if you're using fabric glue, you just hold it down for a bit, and that makes it up. Now, because I like that too much, I am not going to disturb it. I was going to do something else with it, but I don't think it will work. Or maybe it will. Actually, it will. But we're going to do it to the back. So see how we've just worked around having another pocket. So we've given ourselves another pocket. And it just fit it. Now I don't put it right to the end, because you've got to remember your signatures have to be same. So there, I've created a pocket with that. So just a little thought sometimes when you're doing something different can actually create you extra pockets. So you've got the Kelly Watson pocket and you've got the extra pocket I created there. I've left it like that because I might want to fit some things in it. So what do I want to fit in it? None of these have been. And normally I don't, I like sewing around things, and a lot of times I will back them to tea or coffee pages. But with these, what I actually did is I printed them on me matte paper, and then I printed around the back of it. So it doesn't need much. So we can put a journaling card in there. Actually put more in there, but I will show you what I'll be doing here. Now, before I add this in, I want to add a bit of interest to the page because it looks pretty bland. So, interest is normally a bit of inking. I hope you can see what I'm doing. It's really hard filming. Let's move up a bit, maybe you'd be able to see it better. It's really hard filming this sort of stuff. So I've just given it a bit of interest, and I'll do that with the pocket. Okay, so I know I had a bit of scrap here. So let's create a bit of interest in that background, and we'll also do it around this envelope. So we better ink that well. And I'll show you what else to use in a minute. Now, I try not to lace my work. I just send a piece of lace because I don't really know where someone would want their lace. I would lace inside it, but I would not know how they would do it. So normally I use PVA glue and I water it down, which is just PVA. for this sort of work. Otherwise, it's just fabric glue. And it's like Mod Podge. It's good glue. I like using it, and I love the shine it leaves behind. So that's what I do to it. And sometimes I'll just do it around the page too, because it just gives it that really nice smooth effect. Just don't get it where it's going to stick down. Okie dokie. Another thing we can do, I always try and ink first. Because we just want to create a bit of depth to our work. Now I know I had some cheesecloth. No, I had a bit of everything. But you know when you want something, it's not around. So where's my cheesecloth? I don't want it. So you're just using stuff you already got in your stash. Where's my cheesecloth? It'll be here somewhere. It will definitely be here somewhere. Oh, here it is. So here we go. We've got some cheesecloth. So I'll only use one layer. If I can get that layer undone. So if you're having a nice night wherever you are in the world, it's Monday morning and it's quite nice outside, but apparently it's back to winter tomorrow. So I just cut a little bit of cheesecloth and I fray a little bit out. Because we're going to change Kelly's pocket around. I call it Kelly's pocket. And again, I love how the PVA makes it feel. It's a bit like Puzzle Saver. So I might put a bit here. And this book's over 100 years old. It's whoops. Little one. So that pocket's basically decorated my way. Now I would wait till that dried and then I would do, I'm going to put something down here. I'm just polishing it up a bit, that's what I call it. I might use I've got set this beautiful bling and I just love it. I just cherish it. It's just like pure gold in this house and it gets used like that too. As you see, again, I'm using my scrap paper. I'm just adding interest to the page and making it work a little bit differently for me. Because they mightn't like my cards I'm using, I don't know. So that can go down. And I will use my little bling. I might put a little bit of cheesecloth there too. And look, cheesecloth is your best friend. It really is. I don't want to hide the butterfly that's there. I normally trim this a little bit neater than I have. I just love the blingy look on it. And the beautiful lady, she sent me a yard of it, so I'm excited. So now that's dressed up too. So that's my journal page for now. And then I can add journaling cards. This will probably not fit in there. Oh, will. So we can put a pic there. We can put another picture there if that's what we wanted to do. Or one of these plants. I love these plants. I thought it would go well with this journal. Just want to. These are from Mrs. Cox. So I would put that there. And when my page got dried a little bit more, I might put a little note in here. I might put put the lady there. Then normally what I do, I will put ribbon on that and send it off with a ribbon. So that would be your front. I still would put another tag in there or something in there with it. Also, what you can do, if you really, really want to go to town on this little bit of lace. So this will take a while to dry. So because I don't want them to get wet, but you can see what I mean, this journal page is nearly complete. All I'm going to do is just give this a little bit of, because I love what PVA does. And I'll let that dry. And don't forget you've got your tuck there. Now in your tuck there you can put another journaling card. And that would be your journal page with those things that you put in. So that's that one. Now if you wanted to send a little bit of a happy mail to keep someone happy, what I would be doing, and I've said it time and time again, it's really easy. Get a couple of serviettes or napkins, some journaling cards, and maybe a bit of die cuts. Also with the, so here's some die cuts. These can go in nicely into your journal page. So I've made a couple of these, a couple of envelopes, another envelope, and normally I decorate an envelope too in my little swap, so tuck this in. I might do a bit of decoration on that envelope. Now, a lot of people are going to have their own thing of what they actually want in their journal page. And they might ask you, oh, can I have a romantic theme, or can I have this thing? Well, to the best of your ability, you try and do that theme. But this can now go into a document size envelope without too much drama. And decorate it a bit, like. So, okay, what shall we do to this envelope? that's what I always say to myself. What can we do to it? I know I'll always ink it well. Now what I might do, I will use a bit of, this is vintage lace. So I'm just going to cut it there. And that should stay firm. Just needs time to dry, of course. Oh, I need to move it over a bit. There. So, what else can I use? A little bit of bling. I did have some. Who doesn't like their bling? Now, if you're sending overseas, I wouldn't be sending anything with clips because mail, instead of a document, it will go as a complete package, and that will cost you a bit too much to send. Where if you send a journal page overseas, it possibly could be around between $4 and $6. But if you've got metal, it won't go as a document. So it's really important that you remember these things. So a little envelope is nearly done. Just a simple decoration. So, So what I'll do, I'll lie it like that till it dries because I want to put some PVA on there. Because PVA will just keep it nice and subtle. And this will dry in no time, probably an hour or so. And then I can put it together. So that's another little thing you can put in the envelope. Decorate an envelope for the journal page, I should say. Now, if you want to, someone might say, tin hops. Now, what I did here, I cut my page up, I've sewn it, hope it's not crooked. You know, they might like this sort of look. So what I did, when I cut this to size, I made a little tuck there, and that's what the lady did for my journal. So what I do here is that I don't use PVA, I actually use fabric glue because I want this to dry straight away. I don't want it to be drying forever for me. Like I said, normally I would have sewed the top and around it, and it would have been ideal. So now I'll make sure it's fitted in properly. A lot of ladies like masculine pages. A lot of ladies don't. But those that do, we try our best to do that for them. Again, I will attract some interest here because it's pretty blank. Again, I'll go into my 100-year-old book because it's real thin and it just cuts amazing. And I'm one of those people that will always ink before they do any layering. PVA. And I'll run that through it. Again, I'll put a bit of PVA because I want some mesh, or some cheesecloth I should say. And I know I've got some buttons somewhere. And I'm also going to create what the lady did for me in my journal page, which is, this was folded. And this part was glued down. And she put it just above the stitching. So I don't want it to stick to that. So I've got to magically keep it up for now. So we're going to put there. I'll just put that there. So, okay, buttons. Add buttons. I'm going to add a bit of colour, but I don't really think that goes. Where's my buttons? Now this is where my lace comes in handy if I really want it to come in handy. But oh, I don't think so. Buttons is what I'm looking for. Or might go for the lace. You know, no, I might go this way. Because I just want to add a little bit of it. I don't want a lot. I just want to create interest. And you can see I'm using a lot of, but this is watered down, so I really like it. And some buttons. That's the right way. And I wanted some more buttons. Put everything but the buttons. It's not being organised, it's called. I've got a little booklet to go in there. I don't want to ink that. There is buttons somewhere. I'll find them when I don't need them. And like I said, no metals for overseas because this is where people get charged, ladies get charged a lot of money for their journals. So what we can do, we can put that in there. We can put that in there. It's not ink though. And I actually think I want something else. I don't know, that doesn't go, but that does. So that needs its ribbon. So I love tags. I really, really do. You cannot not do a tag, I reckon, when you're doing a journal page. I would do an envelope, I would decorate it. Have fun with it. It doesn't, honestly, it does not take long to do. I've been fiddling around because, and I'll always put one of these little suckers in. Oh, I don't think it worked. Ooh. No. It didn't work because I did it wrong. But anyway, that will have a ribbon and one of those in there. And it will go there. And it needs inking. Everything's been sewn and made up. It's just, I'm not prepared as well as I want it to be. So I wouldn't hide him, so I'd put it to the back. Because I really like him there. So all I've got to do is basically find something that works with him. Maybe that's his girlfriend. We'll pretend it is. And that can go with her. And again, that's your page complete, really. I don't want that to stick down at the wall. That opens up like that, so the person has got a lot of writing space in it. And that's your journaling page practically complete. I don't like that there, so possibly that won't go there. In all probability, I would make an envelope. Oh, I know what I'll do. Pinterest. I download heaps of this stuff and I just cut it up. And that will go there really well. I'll move it up a bit. So there's your journal page. And I would make an envelope. And again, like I said, serviettes are a really, really great thing to send. Or napkins. I would normally send, say, a couple of die cuts, little envelopes. This little envelope's actually going to go well with this, except I don't think I did it properly. I like making my own envelopes. I'm not a machine or... So again, I might fancy that up a little bit, which this one's nearly dry. It's actually dry. Oh, the bling wasn't, and I don't know where it went. So, I'm going to find where the bling went. I would use fabric glue for that. Ooh. I'm really, really ditzy today, I tell ya. One of those days where I'm ditzy, a wee bit tired too. So we've got a little receipt or check and an envelope in there. And that's your journaling page done. And then you can just send some die cuts with it. So there's some Tim Holtz die cuts. You can send another one. Because this is still keeping it document side. You can have some tickets. You can send a journaling card with it. And a couple of serviettes. And that's your journaling page. That needs a ribbon, by the way. And I think that looks cute. And what I would do with that, I just had a thought. It can be, if you've got a brad, I wouldn't do it there. No, it can't be done. I think I'll put something else for interest there. So what I would use, this is the thing, get your brain working. I want a little file folder, that can go in there. A doily can go in there. Or you can make a nice tag for there. Because this is basically a mailish. But you got your happy mail in there, and this can be sent as a document. And there's no metal, because that's not metal. That's still a bit sticky, but it will be dry, and that's cute. So you've created a really nice journal page, if that's the sort they want. So hopefully you get what I'm getting at. It's really hard doing a video, but we've created interest. Now normally also what I do, I'll leave that open and I'll get that out till it's fully dry. I will get a piece of lace and I will send that with this one. I'd say would be black, and I'd let the person put the lace on wherever they choose, or I would send a piece of this and let someone else decide where they want to put their journaling card. Now, like I said, with the PVA, I water it down and I just put it in a little tub. It's really good. I love it. I love the effects it has on things. It makes for really, really good crafting. Like that, for instance, to me it's a little bit dull, so I just and then just let it dry. I always sew it first before I do this, and just let it dry. What else can I do? I think I've done plenty. Sorry for the longish video, but yeah, if you're doing little envelopes, it doesn't hurt to give them a bit of that. I love it. Like things you can do with PVA and what it does to your work, it's amazing. Like it seems to polish it up, is the word I use. And to me, sometimes that's what's lacking in our work, a little bit of sheen or stuff like that. So please do it document size so it doesn't cost you a lot of money. It's really important because a lot of ladies cannot afford to send heaps of happy mail. So really restrict your happy mail to die cuts and maybe a couple of I shouldn't really tell you what to do. It's up to you, really. But if someone can't afford it, please understand that the reason why you didn't receive happy mail is because they have not got the money to send you nice happy mail. They would love to, but unfortunately they cannot do it. And this is why I'm just saying it's really good in happy mail to send just a bit of what do you call it, serviette and some die cuts or some extra tags. You know, like to me, that's all it's really about. Sending a couple of things extra. So I let that dry before I add the bling, I think, because it's only going to fall off. It should normally stick, but I don't understand why it's not. But anyway, thanks everybody. This has taken 45 minutes to do. It's a longish video, but I wanted you to understand what a journal page consists of. I don't want you spending a fortune. Normally we do use scrapbooking paper. If you have not got that, you can go for your printed digital paper, or you can go for your coffee dyed pages, but make up some nice tags and stuff like that. But I really like that. I like how it's turned out. It's nearly dry, and it's going to make a nice, awesome journaling page. The tuck's there, and you've got the tuck there. And the other one, I really like the other one. I'm a Tim Holtz fan. So with all what you've got in it, and the journaling page, thanks Wanda Tessa, that was her idea, not mine. And you've got a spot for tucking there. So that's an awesome journaling page. So everybody, thank you for watching. Sorry I went too long. Oh, I don't know. But this is also good if you're stuck on pages, you know, like signatures. How many of yous get stuck on how to start your signature off? Do a journaling page. It's amazing what you achieve by doing that. Start your first signature with scrapbooking paper and tizzy it up. Add stuff. I mean, that's amazing. It's an amazing journal page. And Carly's one's just absolutely gorgeous. It's delightful. So there's things you can do. I love it. It's cute. And I've got a bit of bling to stick on one of my pages. But yeah, that's a journaling page. Like I said, ask the person that you're swapping with if they want a particular subject, because most of us collect our journal pages and eventually put them in a journal. And if you want to use PVA, it's brilliant. It's cheap, it's not as expensive as Mod Podge, and it does amazing things to your work. Like, I like it. Thank you very much for watching. An hour, my God, I've never done an hour. Thank you. Hopefully I'll see you again with the next video, but this must be boring. Take care everybody. See you.